Hey Leo, this is Alex and I'm here to bring you your weekly love reading. Let's hope it's love. I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Okay, well you came right out the gate. Virgo. Your neighbors, Virgo, came popping out. Listen, gravity. Alright, let's see what God Angels Universe has for you, Leo. Are you purposely withholding information or keeping yourself away from someone? Angels are saying, are you trying to avoid temptation? Are you trying to avoid an argument? You're just tired. It's like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Virgo, you got Libra and Taurus with your Venus. Then you also have Aquarius there. Scorpio always late, always coming to the party. Ain't nobody invite no damn Scorpio. Here Scorpio come wanting to change shit up. Then you got the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now Leo, looking at all these cards, y'all look like Sleeping Beauty right here. Okay? Because y'all are MIA. Y'all ain't feeling nothing. People trying to, hey, Leo, where you at? I want to go out. It's nice outside. Let's go. You're like, whatever. You know, I feel like you're listening to this message on your voicemail because you ain't even answer your phone. Birth and new beginning and mothering and nurturing. This says to me self-care, right? Wishing and wanting the star. You know, you could be real popular. You know, all your friends are banging up your phone. And it's just like, you know what? I just want to be by myself. And it's like, I'll come out when I'm ready to come out. You know what I mean? Now, the Sleeping Beauty effect is with the star card, right? Because it's almost like, you know, you're being a groundhog. You're like hibernating right now. And it's like, it's going to take something wonderfully fabulous to get you out of this Four of Cups energy, right? Four of Cups is disengaged. It's like apathetic. It's like, meh. Yo, did you hear about such and such? Leo's like, eh. You know what's crazy is that when you retreat, your partner, for those of you who are in relationships, it's, look at this. Look at that. Husband and wife. Right? It's almost like when you retreat, when you pull back, now here everybody come wanting to love on you. It's like, well, why y'all ain't love on me when I was already there? Right? Why y'all ain't love on me when we was all cool and we was out and about and I was at your house? Right? If you're in a situation, a relationship, and you're at your person's house, it's like, why you wasn't loving on me when I was there? Why you wait until I ignored your ass to now want to show up? Dude, you got a lot of major arcanas here. Six of Swords. Somebody was in the process of walking away, and Leo, I feel like that's you. That's you, boo-boo. Now, let's go by placement. Virgo and the King of Cups, right? You have the Hermit and the King of Cups. It's like, until I get what I want, I'm not doing anything. Boop. The end. Bye-bye. Until I get what I want, I'm not doing anything. Look at his chest. Look at the thing on his chest. It's like that grabbed my attention. It's like his personal power. He's looking to connect, right? He's looking to connect, and he's looking for something meaningful. He's looking for the meaning of life. He's looking for significance, right? He's not, Leo, you're not playing. It's like, come on, I want something real. I'm tired of playing house. I'm tired of this little high school shit. Grow the fuck up. Sorry. Woo-wee. That was somebody. It's like, grow up. You know what I mean? And there it is in a nutshell, because it's almost like, you know, one person in your situation is very nurturing, very loving, especially here with the King of Cups. And, you know, Leo, you're not the most emotional sign, but I'm going to go ahead and place you in the bottom, in this bottom row. Right? Because you got the King of Cups, and then you also have the Queen of Cups as well. So I kind of feel like with you, Leo, specifically, you want to be married. It's like, come on already. You know, freaking pop the question. You know, how much longer are we going to play house? And the Four of Cups to me, right? Because all of these are cups with the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and then the Four of Cups, right? It's like, I want to be together. I want to be married. I want to be committed. I want to be your baby. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, angels, sorry, not angels. Some other people would call this a divine partnership. Y'all know I don't believe in those, right? But yes, I do believe this is somebody who you want to be emotionally connected to over a long period of time. Kings and queens have tenure, right? Unlike the president in the United States, they don't have terms. They're kings forever until they die. They're queens forever until they die. You want a commitment forever until you guys die, right? But you ain't getting that. And because you ain't getting that, you're turned off. This is the turn off card. You are turned way off. Okay? You are not just the electricity is not flowing, but somebody blew the damn transformer up, turned off. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is that for this particular situation, like for those of you who this is resonating with, who you are in a relationship and have somebody who you think you want to be your life partner, right? It's almost like, to an extent, if your person is making you wait so long, too long, overly wait, and you are turned off, it's going to be hard to turn you back on, Leo. It's going to be hard. You hear me? This is the Queen of Life, right? The Queen of Life, the Queen of Love, the Queen of Beauty, the Queen of Prosperity, the Queen of Health. She is the giver of life. She is the resurrector, right? Not necessarily the resurrector. She's the Queen Mother. She gives life to situations. I don't know, Leo. Maybe she can give life, but you ain't. You know what I mean? I don't think this is necessarily you being locked up and blocked up in your head. I feel like this is your outlook on your love life. It's almost like you've given up on the idea that anything can actually transpire. Maybe with this person specifically, not on love overall, because we have the star card there, right? Which is the card of Aquarius. Not on love overall, but maybe on this partnership. You know, maybe it's more trouble than it's worth being in this partnership, right? Because you have the King and Queen sitting right next to the Eight of Swords. This is a card, the swords are a card of mental energy, whether it's mental energy in thought, right, which is thinking, or mental energy in sound, which is speaking, or mental energy into action, you know, which is moving and also not moving. You know what I mean? And definitely with the Eight of Swords, she's pretty packed up tight in there. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, you know, is the rest of the things around you that sorry, I just got another download. But it's like the things around you are moving and blossoming and growing and this, that, or the other. But for some reason, Leo, you feel stuck. You feel like that just doesn't apply to me. Everybody else has their happiness. Everybody this, everybody that. But, you know, I don't. And, you know, I'm going to challenge you, Leo, to say, okay, if you are locked and blocked up, who's keeping you there? Is it you or is it really your person? Here's the answer to that question. It's always you. Right? Unless your person and puts you in the closet, locks the door, and, you know, put the broomstick behind the door. That's literally your person having you locked up. Anything beyond that, it's you. It's you and your thoughts. What you're thinking about, the fact that they're dragging their feet in this particular situation. Not only that, but I also feel like when you guys try to bring this up to them, they go dumb and dark and, oh, could you get this? Or, oh, I need to call my baby mama because my son he left his sock. You know, it almost feels like they're being evasive about this situation as well. That's also what's turning you off, Leo. And at the end of the day, I do not blame you. I absolutely do not blame you. Y'all lucky because I'm a Scorpio. I'd cut them out. I'd either cut them or cut them out. Of course, I'm just kidding. As in, I'm speaking figuratively, not literally. So now you're trying to figure out what to do. This is crazy because I'm kind of getting, you don't know what you don't want to want. You don't want to want. It's like, you know, You know you want love. You know you want to be in love, right? Some of you guys are still having a hard time defining what that is. You know, kind of like defining who you want your partner to be, right? Because on one hand of it, you can know the person that you want in your life, but then if the person that you're with is not that person, you can't force them. You can't change them. So it's almost like, how do I wish to correct this person? How do I wish to get all of their stuff in alignment, right? Because the Seven of Cups is all about, you know, that scattered energy, you know, that not necessarily being in alignment, that whole trying 7 things before the eighth thing works, or to walk away from that 8th thing, right? So to an extent, it's almost like your wishes and hopes and prayers are great, but they're still kind of vague, if you will. They're still kind of vague. You know, they're still kind of unclear to an extent. This is crazy because I'm looking here, right? We have Aquarius again, right? This is the card of Uranus with the Fool. And then you have Scorpio with their big feet in y'all reading. Okay? And this is basically saying to you, Leo, and I need you guys to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say to you. This is you needing to give up and let go and just either start something new with your person or start a new path with someone else. Now, giving up and let go with your person is not giving up on them. Giving up on the relationship is giving up on the idea that you're going to get what you want specifically, what you specifically want. Giving up the idea that you're going to get this from the person that you're with, right? It's almost like they were born into this world to be who they are, not to be who you want them to be as your lover. So I definitely feel like with the Death card here, Scorpio, and then the Fool card, which is Uranus, which is Aquarian, right? With the Fool card here, that's basically saying, listen, if you stay with your person, it's a leap of faith. You're gambling. If you decide to give up and do an about face and go and deal with somebody else, guess what? It's the same damn gamble. So this realistically is choosing between the devil you know and the devil you don't know at the end of the day. It really, really is. And also what I'm getting as well is here with the Empress and the 8 of Swords, it's almost like your happiness is the girl in the middle, right? Because it kind of feels like your expectations, your standards, your boundaries, whatever you want to call them, right, is kind of holding your love hostage, right? You see here with the 4 of Cups, she's got love all around her. She's got the Ace of Cups here coming from the sky, coming from God, coming from angels, universe, whomever. And she got the 3 of Cups right in front of her coming from her tribe, body, mind, body, spirit. Everything's going great. House is good. Family's good. Children are good. Work is good. Like you have like opportunities for love all around you, right? But the problem is you, not the cups. Everybody's upright. Look, everybody's upright. Everybody is being a cup. Right? But you're the person in the middle who brings life, and you know how they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's almost like these are just 3 things. They only become cups when you identify them as cups. You see what I mean? But because you are so out of this, because you're so, say for instance, checked out of this, all the love and devotion that's around you, it's not love and devotion to you. Right? It's not love and devotion because you're not in it. You're turned off. You know what I mean? And because of that, you're keeping yourself locked up. You're keeping yourself locked up. So what do? You got to move on and move away from this idea. You know, the 6 of Swords and definitely the 8 of Swords here. The 6 of Swords is moving on away from the idea that, yo, shit is going to go my way. The 6 of Swords is like, you know, well, whatever, doesn't look like I'm going to win this battle or this war. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle and move on and move away from this. So for you, Leo, specifically, again, I will say this to you, especially here with the Death card. You need to give up on the idea, the thought, the feeling, the idea that your person is going to be who you want them to be. And once you do that, you're going to take a leap of faith and gamble and kind of go with the flow and perhaps accept them who they are. Right? And by the way, who they are is still somebody who's still pretty valuable, still pretty equal, still pretty compatible. Maybe the third party in this situation are your ideas and thoughts and who you think and who you want them to be. You know what I mean? And by the way, if you're going to do this, the Knight of Pentacles, I have a whole new respect for the Knight of Pentacles, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, he moves slow because he's focused. You know what I mean? He's focused. He's analyzing the best route. He's like, okay, am I going to go ahead and charge here? Or am I just going to slow poke it over here? Like he's slow. He's unrelenting. He knows he's going to get there. He's trying to choose the best course. You see what I mean? Whereas with you, Leo, you may just be like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I need to get out of this. But your Knight of Pentacles, he may be like, look, we don't know enough about each other. You know, I'm still trying to learn you. I don't know. Like sometimes you're cool, but then sometimes you're not cool. And I don't know if I want to live with a part of you that's not cool forever. I don't know if that person is a forever type person. So I'm still learning. What I'm also getting for some of you specifically is that your person too could have challenges in the learning area, as in they may not know what to look for or what's best for them, which is also why they're going slow as well, which is what's pissing you off, which is what making you go MIA. You know what I mean? So I just kind of feel like for you, Leo, this is like a pickle, right? It's a pickle. It's a catch-22. It's a could be, couldn't be, could be, couldn't be. You know what I mean? Do I stay or do I go? Are they going to get it right or are they not? You know, and it's a pickle because it feels like your person is going about it the right way with maybe the wrong person, right? Or you want to go about it the right way, but you feel like you got the wrong person. You know what I mean? Or you may have the right person, but going about it the wrong way, right? Like you have to figure that out, or hopefully the cards that I'm pulling now will tell us that. The first card that fell out was the... Y'all saw that card sitting on the table for the longest. I just said the card is indecision. So it's like, I just finished saying that. Like, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. Do I stay or do I go? Do I do this or do I do that? So that just says to me that, okay, God is like, all right, we got it. We want y'all to know that we got it. That card came out because we want to show you that we got it. Now, what else y'all got? Woman holding a coin. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woman holding a coin. Well, what does that mean? It's a woman holding a coin. No, I'm just kidding. For some of you, you're more interested, and I talked about this in a previous reading. You're more maybe interested in the value. Y'all know the 5 love languages, right? And one, I think for you particularly, Leo, you want to hear, you guys are very egotistical, so you may need your ego stroked. As in, you want to hear how valuable you are and how, you know, I can't live without you and you're so helpful and you mean a lot and you make my life better. And you know what I mean? Like that is how your person may need to stroke your ego. So it's almost like this woman holding a coin, like, yo, she's a queen. She's a dime piece. So recognize, right? Recognize. You want your partner to realize like, yo, do you know who you have? Do you know who you have in me? Like bow down. Come on. Next and last card, victory. Woohoo! Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this as the answer. You will be victorious. Okay, now, I'm sorry. I'm naturally curious. So I'm like, yay. Yeah, they'll be victorious, but Spirit, y'all ain't really telling me how, right? It's like giving me instructions. Does this mean that this person is going to come around? Angels are saying no. It just means that Leos are going to relax their egos a little bit. Awesome, 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 awesome. Because that's realistically what's keeping you bound, right? And again, I said to you previously that this is probably your happiness, Leo. The woman who's inside the swords, that's your happiness. And your ego is keeping that hostage. You know what I mean? Your ego is keeping that hostage. Card at the bottom. First chakra, Archangel Michael. I just said your ego is keeping her imprisoned or in bondage. I don't know what I just said. But I kind of feel like definitely with Archangel Michael, that's basically saying free Willie. Free Wilhelmina. Let her out. She don't deserve it. You know, and at the end of the day, this is your ego. The reason why she's all unbothered is because that's your ego. Your ego doesn't care about love. Your ego is like, I need stroking. I don't need these damn cups. Give me some stroking, you know. All right. I have a whole new respect for tarot right now. Just because angels just said to me, those are the swords too. Ego. Swords represent something that's very physical. Because I also, you know, in my studies, I read that, you know, the swords are very powerful, obviously, duh, right? But they're powerful because they reshape certain situations. They cut, they carve, they kill, you know what I mean? Like, the swords are very powerful. So that kind of says to me, definitely, too, especially here where we're looking at a sword as an ego, you got to be powerful. You got to be careful about that, Leo, because your ego can hurt you. Your ego doesn't even give a shit about you. Your ego is all about self. Okay? And your ego will also sacrifice great love for the sake of its survival. Ooh, I felt like that was deep. I gotta pause. That was so freaking deep. Your ego will self-sabotage you too because it doesn't give a shit about your partner, your person. It just wants somebody to love them. And if your partner or person is not that person that's going to stroke it and love it and feed it, he or she got to go. Your ego's like, bye, boo. Ain't nobody got time. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. You know what I mean? So be careful about your ego, Leo. Ceremony, invocation. That basically says y'all need to sit down in this hermit energy. Stop thinking so much about your partner and take care of that ego. The ego. Meadow, vulnerability. Ooh, somebody's calling y'all out. How do you get rid of the ego? Become more vulnerable and sensitive and compassionate and soft and baby, you know I love you and your stink feet. You know what I mean? Like, show more parts of yourself that the ego would just blast you for showing. That's how you come out of this ego energy. Desert vision quest. Yeah, you're coming up with a facade. You're creating a false picture of who you are and also what you want. No wonder, say, for instance, your partner may not necessarily know what you want because you're probably Jekyll and hiding on their asses like your neighbor, Virgo. Ooh, let me keep going. What's at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, is new moon and promise. New moon is a new lunar cycle and promise and emotions. And you need to reintroduce more love and compassion and vulnerability into this, right? This is your ego. Your ego is like not compatible with vulnerability and emotions and things of that nature. So your ego's like, what am I doing with this? What am I doing with these cups? I ain't got no shit. What's in them? Y'all got some wine? You know what I mean? So Leo, I hope this helps. I really did. If it does resonate with you, please go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe. Love you, Leo. Bye.